What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how I've made over $9,000 with one low content book. Now if you're new here, my name's Paddy, and every other day I like to bring out videos teaching you all the tips, tricks and strategies that I've learned to help me make passive income here online. So go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. Also, if you're serious about low and no content book publishing, then check out that link down in the description below to go to the LCB Vault. Within here I add brand new trainings every single week on everything I'm doing to increase my royalties. You can also get there by going to the lcbvault.com. So, with one book I have now made over $9,000. Now I think that's crazy, but at the same time realistic, because it's taken over a year and a half to actually make that amount of money from one book. Now here's my stats from over the last year and a half or so, from November 2018 right till May 2020. I now have 3,400 books live and I've made over $44,000. Now what I've gone and done is just filtered the book through just that book. So when you go to here, we can go to all time, all books, all marketplaces. If you go here, click on that, we can filter by book or by author. So what I've done over here is actually filtered the book by that book. So the book's just here. I need to blur that out, and then we have the royalties I made for this book just here, and we're about to break that down. First of all, let's just refresh the page and let that load up as well. Now like I said, that $9,000 has actually taken me over a year and a half to make from that one book. Now it looks like I might have to put the book name back in. Give it a second. All books. Okay, so I'm going to have to. So let's go to here. Let's go to all books. Let's go to filter by book. Go to all books. Let's go on to here. I'll blur all this bit out now, but let's type in my book. Just let it populate for a second. It sometimes takes a little while. There we go. So let's click on that so we can filter the book. Like so. Let that load up. Give it 2 seconds. There we go. So $9,075.24 from one book. No, not a bunk. A book. So we can see my sales just here. It started off in December 2018 and the sales slowly started to pick up month after month. So this second month I made 57. The third 142, 360, then 464, 550, 594, 890, over $1,000 in August 2019 with this one book, and then it started to dip a little bit, so we went back down to 800, 600, back up a little bit over 800, and then in December it just absolutely blew everything out of the water and I made $1,769. And then come January I had that massive drop in sales, obviously because Q4 was over, and I made 264. Then in February I made 133, and then come March that's when all this craziness started happening in the world and it dropped dramatically. So we went down to $91, and then in April $72. Then in March it picked up a little bit again and did $229, and then this month so far it's done 52. So I am guessing that within the next couple of months this book will probably start to pick up again, because I do have quite a way over 50 reviews on the book, pretty much all 4 to 5 stars as well, so people are really happy. But when all this craziness in the world has gone, I'm guessing that it will start to pick up again. Now if we actually change this earnings to units, if we just click on there, go on units, we can see how many of this book I was actually selling every month. So back here was 21. So my lowest was when I published it and I only sold 5 copies that month. My highest was in Q4 in December, where I sold 647 units of this one book. And then over the last few months, it's just been selling 40 to 150. Again, I think this month is going to pick up a little bit more, but I could be wrong. Now, if we actually scroll down to here, we can see the books by marketplace. So 95% of my sales with this book has come from Amazon.com, then 3.8% from Canada, and 0.4% here in the UK. So this book doesn't really sell in the UK, it's mainly for the US market. That's where it sells the most. And if we go here, let's get rid of that, we can see altogether I've sold 3,426 units. Now, this is by far my best-selling book to date, and it's a cross between a low and a no content. So it hasn't really got any content in it, just a title on each page. If you want to know what book this is actually in the guest book niche, but it is in a sub-niche of that. It's not just a standard guest book. Now, why am I showing you this? Well, I like sharing my results. I like being as transparent as I possibly can. And like I said, I've made over 9,000 from this book, but you can see it has taken quite a long time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that's a year and a half to make $9,000. Now, if we actually get the calculator up, and let's take an average. So as you can see on the graph just here, it does vary. This book sells quite a lot some months and not so much other months. But if we take the average of this, so let's take 9,075 and 24 cents divided by, what's that, 12, 18, year and a half. So that's 18 months. So on average, it makes me around $500 per month. Now, I'm extremely happy with this. I wanted to show you this because this is what's possible. Now, even though this is like one of my best-selling books, the books that I created, or this book, sorry, that I created, didn't even take that long. I think I made a bunch of different covers, used the same interior. The interior probably took me around half an hour to create because it's a guest book, really simple. So let's say from start to finish altogether with creating the other covers as well, it probably took me an hour and a half to create this book, and it's gone on to make me $9,000. Now, anybody could do this because if we go back, we can see I published this in 2018 in December, and that was my second month of starting this business, and my design skills were nowhere near as good as what they are now. So literally, I believe anybody can do this if you put in the work. Just do that, get practicing, and you will get better. And one more thing before I end the video, and that is you never know which one of your books is going to take off. Now, you could spend a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks creating the best book to your ability, and then you put that to go live on Amazon and there's crickets, nothing happens. Then you could spend half an hour creating a book and it could take off like this one and make you over $9,000. So the point is, just get publishing because you never know which one of the books is going to take off. Now, even though I've made $9,000 in royalties of this, you're probably thinking, yeah, but you spent a lot in ad spend. Well, not really. This is one of the books that I didn't really need to spend ads on because it was ranked so well. I did have an ad running for a little time, but it didn't really perform that well, and it was costing me quite a lot to advertise that. So altogether, I think I spent around $200 advertising this book, and because the book wasn't, no, not the book, because the ad wasn't really that great, I just turned it off and mainly had all my organic sales come from this book. So again, just get publishing. You never know which one of your books could take off. In a year, you could have a book like this, which has performed pretty well. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.